and the Holy Spirit. And tomorrow we'll talk about what I talked about before at the homily in the Mass, that is some virtues we might need, because as we kind of freely expressed, some of the issues that come upon being a member of the Legion of Mary. I think when I, this is because I'm sort of dense and stuff like that, and I kind of listen over time, and now that I'm here 5 times, I'm trying to figure out something, and I think it's because of, I don't know, I don't go to a whole lot of meetings, so I don't know how people are trained and things like that, or the way of the Legion a whole lot. I mean, I have a book right here, but it seems to me that rather than being, it will still be a spiritual retreat this weekend, but also be a way to sort of cultivate virtues that we need to be successful as legionaries. And as I mentioned, among them is the virtue of magnanimity, that is, of greatness of soul, that is, this desire to do great things. And of course, Frank Duff was a man of great magnanimity, greatness of soul, who already we know by the age of 25 wrote a little pamphlet, We Can Be Saints, or Can We Be Saints? And how exactly to do that. And so, what is, he has a vision of life. That's what we need each day, a vision of life, of how to, when we go out, because we can easily meet with discouragement. I mean, basically, we're just living in secular humanism ad infinitum, and so, and it can be easily so discouraging at times when we're not connecting with people, when people leave the Legion for different reasons, and at the same time to cultivate the virtue of humility, that we're not prideful, we don't judge others, we simply present ourselves to the Lord to be a tool in His service. And sometimes, it's great when we have new members who are young, and then they might leave after a few weeks or something. But we shouldn't judge them like, they're carefree, they don't have responsibilities. They could simply, the Holy Spirit is doing magnificent, great things in the church, and in little quiet ways. We know that already, that there are things that it never makes it on television or on the newspaper and stuff like that. None of the work of the Legion ever gets on, the local news or things, unless you save a cat from a burning house or something on your way to do some mission or something like that. And so, so to cultivate again the virtue of humility, and that's so important to be leaders. And so basically, it's kind of like helping all of us to be formed into leaders, where we really should all be leaders in the Legion. What I mean by that is we don't say, I'm the president. No, I'm the president. It's, we don't need an office. We don't need a title to be a leader.
Right.
We just need to lead by our example. That's how we're leaders. True leaders just lead by example. And so it doesn't matter on titles or offices. Those are positions of service to help organize the whole and channel all that beautiful activity. But when I think of, again, my own community, there are some men who are not in positions of authority, but they are leaders by the way that they live. The quiet, simple lay brother, always being obedient, always being on time for prayers, always offering a helping hand whenever is needed. Those men are the leaders of the community because they lead by their example. And so to do that, we need to cultivate the virtues. And among them, it's magnanimity and humility. And also, we might have a chance to talk about the 4 cardinal virtues, but I think another great virtue is kindness. It's really examining kindness. And so